Hello to Alba in Bookland. Thanks for inviting me to talk about Villa of Secret. The ebook comes out in a few days on the 22nd of February and the paperback will be in the shops and supermarkets and airports and Amazon and WH Smith's on the 2nd of May. So you've sent me a list of questions. Actually, I came across some information quite by accident that I found when I started to ask people about what happened here. There was a certain reluctance to talk. Then someone said I was putting myself in danger, and if I printed the story, I might be shot. No way I was going to ignore the information I'd discovered after being told that. There's still a bit of rebel in here. Question 3. You live in Rhodes yourself, where the story is set. How did this place inspire the book? Rhodes is one of the most beautiful islands in the Mediterranean. It has a very tumultuous history. It's a UNESCO World Heritage Centre, full of amazing architecture and archaeology. But besides all that, I saw this dilapidated villa. I stared at it for ages, imagining the story. I lived on the island of Crete for over 20 years, loved the Cretans, big-hearted people with a simple and robust love of life. The people of Rhodes are far more cosmopolitan. The island is quite different too, much more modern. So when I saw this villa, semi-derelict, I was mesmerised. If walls could talk, you know. Question 4. How did you research Villa of Secrets? Did you have the opportunity to talk to locals? Sitting in a cafe neon are a wealth of information about the past. It's quite incredible the things local people have told me, invaluable stuff that I'm not going to find in Wikipedia. When I discovered what happened here, well, to be honest, I was astounded. Rhodes was Italian at the time of my novel, in the last war, and the Greeks had a really hard time here too. Rhodes wasn't returned to Greece until I think it was 1947. Question 5. Why did you decide to start writing historical fiction in the first place? Well, I didn't. As I said, Greece has an amazing past. Over the centuries, it has been very multicultural. Some people don't realise how small Greece is. Greece and England, not including Wales and Scotland, are almost the same size. I've always imagined Greece to be many times larger. Gathered in this small country is such a wealth of history. Ancient Greece is fascinating enough, but modern history is also rich and interesting. Having said all that, it wasn't a conscious decision to write historical fiction. When I lived in Crete, I dug a machine gun up in my garden and was fascinated by the story behind it. And so my first book, Island of Secrets, was born. And by the way, yesterday morning I received Island of Secrets in French. It's huge. It's very nice, but it's huge. Look. I'll put the two together. Look. It's massive. It's very beautiful. So thanks to everybody involved. To get back to your question, to be honest, you barely have to scratch the surface of a Greek island to find something worthy of a story. Only last week here in Rhodes, I was doing some gardening when I actually dug up several bullets. Don't know if you can see those. There you go. I mean, some of them have still got the pointy bits on. And there's bits of gunpowder come out. And this one too, that's still got the end on, look. So, yeah. Anyway, don't play with bullets, children. And this big boy, look at this one. Wow. So I found them in the garden, and it just brought it home how close this place, bullets, war, death. It's all in there, folks. Question 6. Are you already working on your next novel? Yes, I am, absolutely. This next one involves a female archaeologist from Dublin, Lizzie Maguire. Santorini, Crete, love, sacrifice, smuggling and murder all take place in the Mediterranean sunshine. This story came about when I dug up a piece of pot in my garden near Ias Nicolas in Crete. I showed it to an archaeologist. They explained a few things. I'm not going to give the game away. And then my imagination came into play. I mean, look at this. It's just a piece of pot. It's the bottom of a pot. Look what it's got. It's got writing inside. It's not writing that anybody I've asked can recognise. And all these symbols are different. There's no two exactly the same, and in the centre is a 5-pointed star. So I'm quite fascinated by this, the story behind it, and so I'm researching, and I'm just back from Santorini actually. I wonder what it all means. If I find out, so will you, because this is definitely going to feature in my next book, which might be called Santorini Secrets. I don't know yet. Okay guys, I think I've talked enough. Once again, thanks for inviting me, Alba. Please let me know what you think of Villa of Secrets, everybody. 3 words on Amazon are worth their weight in gold to me. Thanks very much guys for listening and putting up with me. Best wishes.